gonna be it's like when Dabes decided to shave down to a goatee in the middle of that season last year,
Mm.
and or no, the middle of the 2022 season when we went on that losing skid, trying to change the juju up, you know.
Is that right? Okay, so you're doing this for the Giants.
And just I got bored with the mustache. Figured
Okay,
it'll
fair
grow
enough.
back in a month.
People might be a little bit confused at the start because I started recording like right in the middle of you were saying that, so they didn't catch me saying, "Oh, you shaved your mustache off," but they heard the whole explanation on why. So,
Gotcha.
anyways, hey, I think you won last week, right?
I did. Finally got a freaking bounce back win. I think I'm at 3-4
Yeah,
now.
it bounced back win off of the guy with how many wins this year?
Let's just say he's running close to the '08 Lions. He's aiming for that un, undefeated uh season, but
Hmm.
the opposite.
So Sean's 0-7, as people who clearly will be able to see when they watch this video, because there's a permanent reminder on screen at all times. Sarah,
Sarah Mata.
do you have anything you want to say, Sarah? Did she win this week?
She did win, I think.
No, well, she's got no words, I guess. Just want to point out that ESPN's still giving Sean a 1% chance to make the playoffs. So
He's
I
not out of it yet.
I don't know who needs to lose. He's only 3 games back from fifth place.
Okay, I feel like that was a shot at me.
Well, you're technically in fifth, but Andrew's in sixth with the same exact record as you. So I don't know if that's points for or what. Um, I'm not gonna say a whole lot about myself. I'm just gonna keep riding the waves.
Like you're gonna for sure like jerk your own peen a little bit in the camera. You like doing that.
Say that again. Do what?
I think you call it jerking your peen.
Yeah, something like that. I will say, I am the first player to crack 800 points, and not only that, I'm at 869. So,
You are
oh
having
man,
a
that's
hell of
pretty
a
good.
season.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you thought that I wasn't gonna start a podcast and talk about myself and good lighting, when I'm actually doing really well, you were definitely wrong. So, anyway, let's move on. Which I guess is a continuation because I scored the highest points this week, so I'll take that point. 143.96. Chris didn't even have a chance. Garrett had the least points on the week. 64.86. Feels bad. Let me go to this really quick before we continue on.
Oh, ripperoni.
Scoreboard. I think I was like the first or second time I picked him to win too, and he let me down. So I'm never picking him again. Sorry, Gooby.
He said he got mad the other day too. You remember? He's like, "Did you never pick me to win?"
That's because you lose, Garrett. But Beth got a much needed win off of him. She put up a hundo. Garrett, lowest point, 64.86. Biggest point differential, me versus Chris, was 50.1. Smallest point differential, we got a pretty close one this week. Nathan versus Veronica was 2.78. I'm actually going to open that one real quick because I haven't had a chance to look at anything before we did this today. So I was trying to see if there was a way that Veronica could have won if she had started something different. 2.78. Even starting the Vikings defense, she would have lost by 0.78 still. So that would have felt even worse, I think. Yeah, Cortland Sutton put up 0 for her. So if she played Alan Lazard, she would have won.
That's crazy too. In a 33-10 blowout victory, he puts up zero.
Yeah.
Fucking goose egg there.
Yeah, that feels bad. And Nate had Nate was probably, if he was watching, crazy excited for the ending of that Bucks game because Baker got like some garbage time points, like a decent amount too. He's ended up scoring 27 points, so
Yeah, no, he definitely pulled out the Monday Night Miracle with his kicker and the QB there.
a little bit lucky, I'd say.
No, but I feel bad for Veronica. She, but obviously, whatever. Nate's 5-2, and normally he's right down where Sean's at, like the freaking scraping the bottom of the barrel, not setting his lineup at all. I'm proud of him this year, and I'm loving this new dad mode, Nathan.
Great job, Nathan. He's taking charge. I want to point out that Veronica wanted to keep her kicker so badly and Cole Kmet so badly on bye week that she left Rashad White on her IR and left Ramondre Stevenson on her IR. So she didn't make any waiver claims. She couldn't because she has 2 IR spots that are both active. But Rashad White put up 26.1. Meanwhile, she had Tyler Algier put up like 5. So
I don't want to make excuses.
she
For the
sacked
two of them.
she sacked a win for Brandon Aubrey basically.
I don't want to make excuses for the two of them, but Andrew and Veronica were dealing with a little bit of a whirlwind last week.
Do you think that's a fucking excuse? Do you think getting evacuated out of your neighborhood by the National Guard is a fucking excuse to not touch your fantasy football lineup?
Yeah, you're right.
Moving on. Most bench points was Mom. She had 48.36. Didn't matter. She got the win anyway. And most...
Mr. White, does she have anything to say?
She said, I fucking hate Alvin Kamara. And was Debo ruled out before the game started? Because she had Debo in her lineup, and I
want to say he was in the middle of the first quarter, and he got ruled out with an illness. He had like pneumonia or something.
That's right. Okay. And then she yelled at me for like giving her advice on Pat Freiermuth versus Mark Andrews, which all I think I said is that Mark Andrews has been not great, but he's still really, really good. And I think you were the one who said he was old, and I'm like, he's still really good. They're just not using him. And he outscored. I don't think the switch would have mattered. Oh, it would have been close. Another 12 points tacked on. That's an 89. Yeah, she wouldn't have won still anyway, so don't yell at me. Just because Alvin Kamara pooped his pants. Not my fault.
She's got Reek coming back this week, probably. Well, I shouldn't say back, but Scrambled Egg Boy, Brain Boy is coming back, so...
Will he be actually back this week, or will he be... Is he potentially coming back?
They've been saying for about 3 weeks or so now that they're planning for Tua to come back at week 8, and he's been taking practice reps so far this week, so I guess the plan is to roll him out.
Well, Tyreek will have one more good week before Tua takes a light hit and reconcusses himself, so prepare for that 30-bomb week, and then Tyreek will be useless the rest of the season again. The most scrimmage yards is going to feel bad, Spencer. You know who it is?
Just by the way you said that, I could put my life on it that it's Saquon.
It's Saquon. Good job, Beth. 187 scrimmage yards. My Derrick Henry was a close second with 182. I typed it in and was just like, I don't even know why I'm looking. It's definitely Derrick Henry. Totally forgetting that, like, I blacked out the fact that Saquon almost put up 200 against us.
We turned off the game with time left in the third quarter. So
they benched Saquon. I saw a clip of Sirianni talking to him. They were talking about how he could surpass his franchise or his personal record on MetLife grass if he needed like 13 more yards or something like that. And he was like, nah, let the young guys eat or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah, he said, don't ever send me back out on that MetLife turf again.
He's like, I'm healthy here on the bench. I'll play next game maybe. Yeah, there's our points. There goes week 7 in the books. Let's see.
I would just like to say that's the exact midpoint of the regular season.
Ooh.
And
I'm not getting any of this. I'm a full robot. I'm gonna mute him for a second. I think we're gonna move on to matchups when he comes back. Hopefully that's the only one. Did you fix yourself?
Yeah.
He's returning on his camera. So maybe that means he's good. We can look at the standings again while he's gone. Or I suppose I'll do this. Okay, I think we're back. Spencer's alive. I got scared for you for a second.
I'm gonna kill myself with this internet, bro. I don't know what to do.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
All I was trying to say was that
Oh my god, I forgot you were even saying something in the middle of you cutting off.
we're in the exact middle point of the fantasy regular season at 7 weeks. 7 weeks completed, that is. And I was trying to say one more win for you, and I've lost to a couple of the top teams. You know, like your like Shan or Mom or Nate. I'd feel pretty comfortable that you'd be looking to be in the driver's seat for the first round bye for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I'm pushing for that. Oh my god, wait, Mom's 5-2 now. I just noticed her record. Holy moly. Nathan's 5-2. Shannon's 5-2. Mom's pushing for the title. Didn't she win like 2 years ago?
You're gonna make me bust out the history.
No, it's okay. You don't have to. Just gonna peek at her team real quick for everyone to see. Oh, you know why she's getting these wins? Because DeAndre Swift finally started doing something. She's got Bateman now. Deontay Johnson might be kind of good.
Mom won in 2021. 2022 was Shan, and last year was Beth.
Okay. By the way, I tried to shoot Garrett a trade. I tried to give him Smith straight up for Hopkins, hoping he wouldn't have seen the rumors that Hopkins was going to get traded to the Chiefs. And then
you'd really want Diop over Smith?
I see Smith as like,
I'm talking about Devonta Smith, right?
yeah. I see Smith as like a very hit or miss wide receiver 2, almost 3. And I'd rather the potential. Like, I literally just benched Smith this week for Pollard. And it was the right play. And so I would rather have the potential of old man Hopkins maybe being good on the Chiefs with Mahomes. So, but
That's just an FYI.
I mean, I left the trade up there, so if Garrett still wants to do it.
I'm 90% sure he tore his MCL before the season started, and he's been playing through it.
Hey, if he's playing through it, he's playing through it. Don't matter to me. All right, let's go to the matchups, yeah?
Sure.
What do we want to start with? Shall we start with Dad?
No, start with me. Me and Garrett.
Oh.
3 and 4 Garby versus 3 and 4 me.
We're Costco guys. Double chunk chocolate cookie. Why the hell are you projected to destroy him? What is this?
I have a good team, bro. I just have been getting really unlucky.
I wonder what... I don't know what I stumbled upon. I'm on... thought I was on scoreboard. What does full box score look like? Okay. It's a different view than I've seen. No. It's just showing, like... I mean, you'll see it if you watch it. It's showing, like, the matchup, and then which team has the advantage at which positions, and it's showing you have the advantage at every single position, so... except for kicker, which is dead even. Let me see if I can go to Fantasy Cast instead. We might get an ad. No. We're good. Okay. This is better. You're still projected to beat them by like 25 points, which I'm not entirely sure why. Is your team just projected to go off this week, or you traded for Adams? Yeah.
No, I've had him.
Oh, you've had him. Okay. I just haven't seen him on your roster with that green jersey. I can't believe they took his photo that fast.
Bro, he's been on my bench for 3 weeks because he had a hamstring injury, and then I don't even remember. I can't remember if I started him last week or not because I was nervous about his first week as the Jets, but I didn't have anything better, so I think I didn't end up ultimately starting him.
Okay.
Oh, it's because CD was on bye week last week for me, so I didn't have anything else I could do.
Okay. Snuck out your win with your best player on bye. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. My best player is Joe Mixon, surprisingly, but I also was missing him for 3 weeks because of an ankle injury.
Joe Mixon's been really good this year, you know. Hey, what's your prediction
Uh,
here? By the
I,
way,
I
Garrett's
I think I'm
defense, Jets
comfortably
versus
gonna win this
Patriots.
one.
You're comfortably going to win this one. I said I'm never betting on Garrett ever again. I'm not betting on Garrett. I also think you're going to win this one. Was he without Brian Robinson last week?
Garrett was missing somebody. I think it was Brian Robinson, and I don't even know if he started Waddle or not because he's basically been the Dolphins' skill player has been
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah. Waddle might be better. Now he's got D-Hop. He's got D-Hop on a new team. Garrett has Tyrone Tracy and Singletary, so I think he's probably just going to keep starting Tracy if I had to guess. It'd be hilarious if we score like a Singletary touchdown or something, though. Starting Gino? Yeah, I think you're going to win this one, too. I think it's going to be quite a bit closer than the projection.
I don't think I'm going to score as much as my projection is showing, but I still
Yeah,
think
122 projection is crazy. What is CD projected? Like 24?
I can tell you.
Anyway, we both picked you.
He's projected 15 and a half. Mixon's projected 17 and a half.
Okay.
Apparently, the Dallas Cowboys' run defense is so atrocious that Mason is projected 15, Purdy's projected 20,
Okay.
James Conner is projected 15. Apparently, somehow Devontae Adams is projected 13.
All right. Well, anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be this far of a gap. But anyway.
I'm actually semi-debating starting Thomas over Adams. I just don't know if I trust the Jets at all still. Anywho, I'm picking me, but I think
You almost
Garrett's
said Garrett. You almost said Garrett. I picked you as well. I picked you as well.
Garrett's winning.
We're going to move on. We're going to move on to Sean versus Dad. Boy, oh boy. This is, if Sean would ever get Puka back, actually, I think Jonathan Brooks was practicing, that rookie for the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
So he's ruled out still, but he might play this week. I don't know if Sean would start him. I mean, I'd probably consider starting him over like a Jalen. Actually, I don't know. Jalen Warren versus the Giants would probably be good.
Oh, we love to let the little running backs get dump offs and just take them 30 yards.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He gets Daniels back, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
He
about that.
hurt his ribs or something. That's probably I think why Sean lost last week because
That was 100% part of it. And then nope, that was I believe his only player who got injured. But yeah, I remember I texted in the chat, and as soon as Daniels went down, and I was like, wow, Sean's cursed. Even when he's like potentially maybe gonna get a win, one of his players just gets injured and puts up. I think Daniels ended up putting like 2 points for him or something like that. So, all right, low projection for Sean.
Yeah. I think Juwan Jennings, assuming he plays, is going to be huge for him though. He could potentially be like another 20-point starter off his flex there.
Yeah, I mean Evans potentially maybe out. I don't know how serious the hamstring is, and Godwin is out for the season. So
no, what? No, Jennings.
I said Mike Evans is potentially out, and Godwin's. Oh, that's the Bucks. Who's out for the Niners? Oh, Debo and Ayuk. I forgot Ayuk.
For his ACL, and Debo has like freaking pneumonia or something.
I forgot that Ayuk was out for the season as well. Holy, yeah. There's a lot of second tier wide receivers that are gonna have to step up and put up some fantasy points. Do I dare predict Sean?
No. I think the Bears defense is gonna absolutely shut down Daniels, even if he does play. I'm taking Dad.
I don't want to pick the same as you.
Pick the same as me. Sean doesn't get my pick until he wins one.
I'm also gonna pick Dad. Moving on. If Dad wins, he'll go 5-3.
I wanted to
I don't
trade
remember
so
what he
bad for
started at,
Lamar in
but
this league, and Dad goes, "No, that's my only good player."
probably a good thing he kept
literally,
him.
literally put up like a 30 bomb for him last
Dad,
week.
by the way, Dad won last week, and I'm pretty sure Jalen Reed only put up like a couple of points for him. So
No, he didn't win last week. He lost last week.
he lost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. His record is 4-3, so I just assumed that he had won last week. Well, that's part of the reason he lost then. Jaden Reed, who has been really pretty good this year, put up like nothing. I remember he was like,
Oh
my
my God.
receivers didn't do anything.
He also had Tank Dell put up a goose egg.
Yeah. I think his other receiver put up like 5 or something. Like, what did JSN
No,
put up?
Reed put up 2.
Yep.
JSN put up 3.8.
Mm-hmm.
Eckler put up 3. Oh my God. The only person who showed up on his team besides Lamar was Kareem Hunt. They,
Feels
they
bad.
made up they made up 75% of his scoring.
Yeah, that's rough.
And Ben actually had a decent week. He had like a 102. He just had consistency across the board.
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
I'm thinking Dad gets bounce back win. We both picked
I'm
him.
thinking so too. My phone keeps trying to force an update, so I'm gonna try and keep looking at my stuff here while we go.
It's
And
all
try
good.
and pull stuff less.
Moving on to 5-2 Nathan versus 2-5 Ben. Got a battle of a couple brothers. Uh, the only, I mean, I don't know. Like Ben's still having to start like Ray Davis potentially.
Metcalf might be out this week too, I think.
Oh God, CMC's still on IR. Jameson Williams is about to be suspended for 2 games, I think. I think this is just an easy pick Nathan to move on, but Nathan think, oh my God, wait, what is Nathan's wide receivers? Olave injured, Nico Collins on IR, Jerry Judy's not very good at fantasy, so he's having to start Demario Douglas and Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley feels even worse. He's done like nothing this year. I'm pretty sure Ridley's had like 2 0-point games.
Hey Nate, I sent you a trade earlier. Take a look when you get a chance.
Yeah, Nate, I'll take Bijan Robinson straight up for Devontae Smith.
Dave thinks because he's 6-1, he can just swindle the entire league.
I mean, obviously that one's not fair. But if he needs a receiver,
No, yeah, unless there's some miracles that go on, I think Nate's gonna get this one pretty handedly, unfortunately.
I unfortunately am in agreement, so we're picking the same 3 matchups in a row.
I hope we go over 3.
That'd be hilarious. Sorry, Ben. Let's move on. Andrew versus Elizabeth. 3-4 versus 3-4. This is projected closer.
Is that a 2 win streak for Beth?
Perhaps. Perhaps it could be.
That is a 2 win streak for Beth. She was 1-4 a couple weeks ago. I was
Hey,
looking at her. I
yo,
was like,
crawling her way back in. Crawling her way back in. Could it have anything to do with the fact that Nico Collins went out and Stephon Diggs had to step up?
It could be part of it.
Could it have anything to do with the fact that Najee Harris went nuclear the past couple of weeks when
He also got Ingram back after him being out. And Jalen Hurts finally was able to start putting up some points now that all of his receivers aren't dead. So.
Yeah, not bad. All right, what do we think about Andrew's Jalen McMillan pickup for the Bucks? This was the one that I was thinking of. Although I think there's another receiver who's definitely ahead of him, but he grabbed a. Yeah, well, Shep's going to be a recipient of more targets, but he's not going to be the one who ends up with 150 yards on 12 catches and 2 touchdowns.
No. I actually think that whole offense is just going to take a step back. So unfortunate for whoever's running Baker out right now.
Yeah. Andrew's hilarious with the kicker Jake Moody on his IR.
Dude, he was pretty clutch until
I know he's good. I think he was like 3rd best kicker fantasy wise.
He's got nobody else to put there. You might as well keep the kicker until you can't,
True.
don't have enough space.
True. Okay, Eagles have the Bengals. 47.5 over under. Jalen Hurts and Saquon are going to be good. Stephon Diggs is going to be good. This is going to be tight. Sam Laporte has been poopy for Andrew this year. Jordan Addison versus the Rams. Thursday Night Football. If Jordan Addison starts off with a really good week, I think Andrew will maybe take it.
I'm just looking at the players and the matchups, feeling more confident with Beth's team, but it kind of depends on whether or not Taylor's going to be back and if he's healthy. I really think that's going to make quite a bit of a difference because she's got Trey Sermon. She's starting against Andrew if Jonathan Taylor's still out. See what I'm saying?
Yes. So it's about to be a 2-point player play. Jonathan Taylor active, Trey Sermon goes to the bench type deal.
Beth, I mean, she could technically set Evans and people to the IR here and pick up some people, but
Yeah. I'm not saying she's not going to start a running back. I'm just saying, like, you gain Jonathan Taylor and then Elizabeth loses all value from Trey Sermon, who Trey Sermon is not good at football, by the way. But fun fact, my friend Emily, who went to PTA school with me, treated Trey Sermon when he was at, did he go to Clemson? He was injured in college, and she treated him when she was in her, no, she didn't treat him. Sorry. She didn't treat him. She just worked at the clinic that did. She was not a PTA yet. But she met him, so that's cool.
Straight up making up stuff, bro.
I'm not making up stuff. All right, I'm picking Andrew. Final answer.
I'll take Beth. She gets 3 straight ones.
You wanted to pick Andrew too. Actually, that's a good point. She's kind of steamrolling now. You wanted to pick Andrew though, but I did, so you wanted to be different. I see how it is. Let's move on. Sarah is 4-3, and Christopher Perney is 2-5. And it looks like Chris is rolling out Tua in his starting quarterback spot. I was actually very scared of Chris's team, looking at Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbors in his wide receiver slots, and they didn't end up doing that much. I got lucky against that. But that is still a scary wide receiver duo to look at.
The Giants can never do anything.
Well, it is what it is, you know? We're trash.
I think we're going to struggle against the Steelers.
I mean, that's just one player. You got to look at the.
But assuming Tua is actually healthy, I think that Cardinals Dolphins game could be a bit of a shootout. He's got McBride, Achane, and Tua. Chiefs defense is going to curb stomp the Raiders. Bigsby's probably getting the start again against Green Bay, who did very well for Chris last week.
Yeah, Bigsby's. I kind of want Bigsby on my team.
I mean, on the flip side, I really think the Lions are just going to steamroll the Titans, and Sarah's got Goff and Gibbs. And Monty's technically not hurt, but he's got like a little bit of a knee contusion. Gibbs might pick up some extra work.
Garrett Wilson's just not the favorite target in New York, and DJ Moore is hit or miss because he's like. Actually, I mean, who is Caleb Williams?
Is Cooper Kupp not dead anymore?
He's not dead, and he should be active this week.
That might change up stuff.
Indeed. I think I will take Chris on this one because I think Bigsby will have another big week. I think Achane will be good, and I think Jamar's gonna have a really, really big week against the Eagles. So,
I think.
Sorry, Sarah.
I'm gonna take my wife, and I think Chris is gonna drop to 2-6, and he's finally going to think about trading Neighbors to me.
And then he'll trade me Jamar Chase as well.
What, he can't trade his whole team?
I'll give him really good value. All right, let's move on.
5 cents on the dollar.
Let's move on. Veronica is 4-3. Shannon is 5-2. We got a close projection here. Veronica's got Josh Allen, Rashad White, Ramondre, Sun King, Amari Cooper, who's on the Bills now and scored a touchdown. Lazard, the target, Hogg in New York. David Njoku. Not going to try to say that kicker's name. I've never... What is that? Rijkaard? It's like Richard, but terrible. Shannon's got 2 Packers on her team, which have been... They've been good this year, the Packers, but, like, I don't know. I don't feel like they've been insanely good for fantasy other than, like, week 1.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Shannon's got Tyreek, though. She put Alvin Kamara on her bench. There's no way you're not starting Alvin Kamara unless he's out.
The Chargers defense is, like, kind of good, though.
There's no way you're benching Alvin Kamara for, like, Chase Brown.
I don't know. Chase has been putting up some points the last week or so.
If Alvin Kamara's playing, I'm playing Alvin Kamara. That's just me.
Well, she took your advice last week, and it didn't pay off, so...
And she put Mark Andrews in her lineup, by the way. Pat Frymoose on the bench.
I can't wait for him to put up a goose egg for her.
I know it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to be like, told you so.
I'm going to take V. I really think White's going to pick up some extra slack with all the Tampa Bay deaths. And I think Njoku finally gets back to actually pass catching now that the butthole rapist is gone. Praise be the fantasy gods. And I think Josh is probably going to carve up that Seahawks D.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if Keyleth has anything to say. Okay, never mind.
Father.
Never mind. She doesn't. She's camera shy. I don't know if Debo's gonna play this week. I feel like even if he does, I don't know. There was a picture of him. He looked overweight, dude. He looked like he wasn't even healthy. Bro has pneumonia. I don't know.
You taking V or you taking Shannon?
I'll take Shannon. Tyreek.
I think this is going to be the second closest matchup of the week, though.
I'm hoping Tyreek actually just does something for fantasy. That'd be awesome. All right, last matchup of the week. We got me versus Mom. What the hell? Yeah, I'll take me.
No, I didn't.
Their
even
team's
really
getting scarier and scarier though. Like Kenneth Walker's really good. DeAndre Swift's been like putting up points. Justin Jefferson's been mid, but
he's gonna absolutely destroy the Rams secondary, bro.
It's gonna suck when I go into Sunday and I'm already down like 27 points to Jettas.
I would be a little nervous about Deontay Johnson just because Broncos secondary is god tier this year. And
agreed. I think Pat Surtain should be back.
Probably going to get matched up against Surtain if he's playing.
She have Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman?
I just traded her Bateman. I didn't know she had Zay Flowers though.
Let me take Zay Flowers off your hands, Ma. Prior to our matchup. I'm gonna take myself in this one, and I really like the odds of my Broncos defense putting up another good week for me.
Especially if they're starting Bryce Young. Oh, Mom, I forgot they're starting Bryce Young. Take out Deontay immediately.
So that'll
shit.
That'll be good. I actually haven't looked at any of my matchups yet, but my team's just been pretty solid. I got to figure out if I'm gonna be starting Tony Pollard
she's benching Patrick Mahomes.
She did. She did last week for Kirko as well, and I think Kirko outscored him. If not, it was really close. It was.
I'm
minuscule.
So proud of Mom for getting over her fucking NFL boner for Pat Mahomes.
She drafted him like first round like 3 years ago, I think too. But he was actually really good for fantasy at the end, so it was like almost justified. But Anyway, I gotta figure out if I want to start Caleb. Probably not. He's probably gonna stay on my bench for one more week, or maybe I spot start someone else.
I don't know. Washington's D is pretty
It's
garbage.
yeah, it's pretty cheeks. So I might play him because Herbie's been serviceable, but not great for me. So
I think you're gonna tinker yourself into your second loss. I'm going mom.
I haven't really been tinkering very much this week. I've just been playing what feels right. So I'll pick myself. And oh wow, this is a yeah. Mom only has 2 losses. I only have one, so it's either gonna and this one might end up 2, 6, and 2s. And then
First week in 15 weeks or whatever the friggin' running stat is that Kyron Williams doesn't score a touchdown. Book it.
what about Henry?
Oh, he's probably gonna go for like 3.
Yeah, valid. Thursday Night Football versus the Vikings. Nah, Kyron scores.
Probably receiving if it
Kyron
is in.
scores. All right, I think that's an episode. Guess we'll see you guys all next week when I'm 7
Nate,
and
look at that
1.
trade I sent you. And I'm getting back to 500. 4-4, baby. We got this.
See you, everyone.